in the anime versus a manga reader being able to see it and be like, oh wait, that was different than what we saw. Okay, but how does this disprove the existence of an AoE? The whole point of our argument is that you didn't believe in it, right? So what you're saying right now is, yeah, it's believable, but what does the casual think? So what does that have to do with anything at all? Right. I can explain to you right now. Wait, sorry, what are you saying? Okay. So now I can further elaborate why certain shards are removed from the 130 panel, right? So you notice how the 130 Berthold shard, it's important for you to know that there is alternate timelines, and you don't want to know the biggest spaces for it. Okay, so Aaron basically tells him, yeah, the only thing I knew for sure was the result of Mika's choice, blah, 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 blah. You know, him killing 80% of humanity, putting his friends in danger. And Armin says to him, that was the future you saw at the medal ceremony. So we know now how important those 130 shards are. So I don't know how you can just be like, oh, we're still going over the memory shards. They're the very basis for his entire action in the time skip timeline. Not timeline, sorry, events. So these shards are quite literally the most important thing in relation to Aaron's actions in the post time skip. And for them to change that in the anime can't just be brushed off as like some whatever change. And I can further prove to you why exactly certain panels were removed from the 130 adaptation. If you look in the chat, hold on. Wait, what are you guys saying? You don't want to do this debate here?
There's another server. Apparently, his stream link isn't working. His YouTube stream.
Oh, I don't know. People can't listen on YouTube. Whatever. I mean, we're just here to convince the guy to learn to believe in AoE, right? Okay. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so okay, so continue. I can continue whenever you're ready. Then it's about timelines. All right. Well, right. Back to the 130 shards. Okay, okay. So can you go down to the chat where I put those 4 subsequent panels? You see how there's like the Berthold shard, the Mikasa shard. Right. So the Berthold shard here, you see that little shard on the top of the panel? That's the exact same one he saw in 130, right? So in the future, Aaron saw Berthold being ignored by Dinah or whatever, right? So he says to Armin very clearly here, that time, that place, right before he says the founder's power made it so that there's no past or future. It all exists at once. So I had to do it. That time, that day, that time, I just knew Berthold wasn't supposed to die yet. How does he know that? Because he saw him in the 130 shards, correct? And that was a future shard, not a past shard. Those were all future memories. So for him to actively influence the it was, in fact, Manga Aaron, or whatever you want to call him, the 139 iteration of character, who influenced and altered the past to make it so that Dinah would ignore Berthold and go eat Carla, correct? no, whatever. No, we know that the Attack Titan has the power to alter the past. We know this. It's been established. It's literally in its power. The Zeke describes it to you. He says if the Attack Titan has the power to transcend time, alter the past, yada yada yada. So manga Aaron, he literally says alter the past. You can go read it on 121. Yo, Bevsy, can you put the memory panel? I mean, the panel of Zeke saying that the Attack Titan can alter the past. Just put it in the chat so we can see it. So, anyways, my point here is that if he actively had to make this decision because of what he saw in the future, if it had already happened in his own timeline, that wouldn't be necessary. The only reason he felt that it had to happen was because of what he had seen in the future memories, right? In 130. Because he just knew at that time and that place, Berthold wasn't supposed to die yet. How did he know? Because it was in the chapter 130 shards. And where is that same shard in the anime adaptation of 130? Nowhere to be found. So, no, she does. Yes. No, that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. The fact that he had done that, the fact that he had altered the past, made it have a causal effect, which made it happen in all timelines. It's kind of like how Grisha gave Eren the founder in the first time, in the cabin timeline, despite Eren never going into the pads and convincing him, right? That was all a causal effect of what Eren had done with the founding titan in the manga, because he was caught in a bridge between. Okay, I mean, just all right, fine. That's you can hold that belief. You're wrong, but that's your belief. My point is, Bertolt being ignored by Dinah, Grisha get Eren the founding titan. These are all causal things that happened because of what Eren did in the past. He never went into the past in the cabin, so he was unable to have these things occur. So when he was in the manga, he only ever had past memories of the cabin, not knowing how he could ever go into what he saw in the future, right? So he went into the past and he made it as he had seen in 130. That's the reason why I'm emphasizing these memory shards to you so heavily, because they were the core basis for why Eren did everything that he did. You know what I mean? And right here in the chat, easy put in 130. No, I'm saying to you that Eren altered the past in order to make that happen, and it had a causal effect which made it happen in all timelines. It did happen in the anime. My point to you is that his manga self set up the future for the anime. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you? That's why it. But he followed memories in chapter 130 that his anime himself had sent back, because we know the power of the Attack Titan is to see into the memories of future inheritors, and we know that it couldn't purely have been Grisha's memories. No, it couldn't purely have been Grisha's memories. It's very clear that he did not know when the walls would fall, despite one of the shards on that chapter 130 panel being of Bertolt next to the broken gate when Dinah sees him, correct? So if these are all memories that he had only seen through Grisha's perspective, whatever. My point to you is these are Grisha's memories. He saw the future, inherited his memories of his own, himself, a version of himself from a different timeline, being the anime. Okay, if you're saying we all know that, then you're saying AOE is a real thing. What do you mean we all know that? No, I'm not saying that he didn't receive any memories from Grisha. I'm telling you that he received memories from his future self as well. That's my whole point. That he looked into the memories of a future inheritor. A future inheritor. No, but this memory of Bertolt happened before he kissed Historia's hand. Is my point to you. It couldn't be a future memory unless it happened in a future self. That's why he said a future me. We don't see the same shard in the anime. We don't see the same shard. We don't see the Bertolt shard in the anime.
I'm gonna pause YouTube right here. I'm gonna pause it right here. think your stream isn't working and you see it. Do you think you can move the server so people can listen in? All right, just pick. Oh, just do you know the server I invited you to? Just server I invited you to. They're basically like a bunch of
Hello?
the server I emailed you.
Okay, so
No, the server you joined, the server you joined earlier, their voice channels. You just pick any voice channel and click it, and you'll yeah. You see them?
okay.
All right.
Perfect. Okay. Beluga, don't tell me I lost you though. You're still remembering everything I told you about 130, right? Hello? Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
what
hear
the-
you, dude. Can you hear us?
We can hear you, okay?
Okay. All right. That's good. We can. We can. And yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can fucking hear you. Yes. Yes.
Are you on? Well, if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I don't know what's happening with Zahid, but oh,
Okay. So yeah. So this little panel, we know that's only ever happened. Yeah. You mentioned us as his number one priority. Start to
I think it is he muted himself. Goldie, you're muted. Yeah, he is. He's in the chat. He's in the call.
He's creating a stage right now so that he can organize it into an
I have
actual
a server.
debate.
I have an entire server for it that you should join.
Zero. He has a server. He
Me?
wants you to join the server and host the debate on his server.
Yeah, it's a official server for debating with the stage, so I can choose who speaks. Here, I'll leave it in the debate channel.
Alright, cool. Wait, I'll yeah, so join that and join the fucking stage in his server.
Yeah, it's that one.
Official, debate official channel. Just click it.
Hello? Okay, cool. Fuck. Okay, yo, stop waving in the chat. I'm trying to put shit in there. My man is disregarding the 130 hopium, the 130 prophecy. Yeah, leave these shits here, right here. Don't delete these. Yeah. Go to the. Okay, I'll put in. I'm gonna leave those there. Gotta put that 130 in there. Yeah. Oh, Beluga. Alright. Click on debate talk for me, please. Just so. Can you click on debate talk, like the little text channel, just so I know that you're seeing the panels that I'm seeing? There's a text channel on this hub. You see the debate talk little thing? All right, cool. Right. So where was I? Do you remember what I said last? I want to make sure I don't cut you off. Right. Yes. in the anime. That is the whole basis of what I'm trying to explain to you. So when Aaron entered the paths in the manga, right? We knew he had past memories of the cabin. Whether or not you grant those cabin memories to be a timeline or not, whatever. They were past memories, right? They happened before he woke up. Yeah, yeah. But look, that's relevant. Just listen, hear me out. In the manga, in 130, when he sees those shards, okay, I'll address that later. Let me just finish the 130 part. In the manga, when he sees 130, your point is, oh, the Berthold shard's there, even though it was cut. Same scene happened in the manga. I mean, in the anime, right? Dinah still ignored Berthold, right? That very basis here, future and anime version of Aaron taught would best suit him in order to succeed, in order to see that scenery, right? That showed Aaron to motivate. That is what Aaron showed Grisha to end up giving Aaron the founding titan, despite telling Zeke to stop him, right? These are all things that have happened, and it got cut for a reason in the anime. You're saying, oh, it's not a major change because Dinah is still ignored Bertolt. Yes, that is what she was supposed to do. That shard in 130 in the first place, despite already having lived past point. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? No, yeah, like he couldn't have that happen. He needed to rest because he needed to set up the perfect future for his anime self. His anime self sent back the memories that he felt were necessary for the manga version of his character to set up future, right? There's Aaron is Aaron, no matter what timeline he's in, right? No. Aaron is Aaron. I'm not trying to say like, oh, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 different Aarons. Yeah, no, yes. Timeline wise, yes. The reason why I say manga Aaron, no, yes, there are timelines. I'm not saying there's multiple. I'm not saying Aaron is like a different person in every timeline. He still has the same personality, the same core beliefs, yada yada yada. My point is, he has more knowledge in the anime because he's come to a further point. In the cabin, he never accessed the past. He was unable to fulfill Ymir's wish or his own wish or anything like that. In the manga, he ended up entering the past, but he only had past memories of the cabin and future enemies of and future memories of the anime in 130. So he wasn't quite sure how exactly he got to which point, right? Yes, the cabin is an alternate timeline. We have like direct proof for it to being an alternate timeline. I thought you reacted to my second video. Alternate timeline as in it happened prior to the manga. It was a different timeline as in the events after. Yes, it did happen. I am granting that did happen. It did. And I can prove it really easily. No, it didn't. It's literally impossible for it to happen in the past because Mikasa has her own memories of what was going on in that moment. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? She was unaware of what was going on in the current events. Like Armin, when he spoke to Aaron in the past, he was unaware. He was completely aware that at this moment, yes, Aaron is crushing people right now. He's murdering billions as we speak. Mikasa, on the other hand, she wasn't quite sure that she was supposed to be there. She was crying because she woke up from a long dream, but she didn't even know what was actually happening. Do you get what she events is my point. Canonically impossible as an Ackerman. No, she said I wasn't supposed to be here, but she just woke. She was just connected to her memory at that point. Her mom self was connected to a memory of the previous timeline, is what I'm trying to tell you. That is my point. She woke up from a long dream. She woke up crying. What? Your interpretation is that Aaron just took Mikasa into the past for 4 years, and she was chilling in there for 4 years, just like Zeke and Aaron were chilling in the past. That's your interpretation. That's wrong because it's impossible as an Ackerman. 4 years. That's exactly what it is. I'm not saying Mikasa is unable to enter the past. I'm telling you her memories cannot be manipulated. But clearly they were, because she had no what do you mean? She had no idea that the manga's events were going on. So either you're granting to me that Ackerman canon was retconned. Look, I can explain to you very simply. Sorry? Okay. So I can explain to you very simply, right? you in your video claim Levi wasn't really Aaron's friend, right? He wasn't really Aaron's friend. That Aaron didn't take him to the past. I'm telling you that you did. I watched your video. That's literally what you said. That's what you said in your video. You said Aaron doesn't care about Levi as much as he cares about his other friends. That's why he didn't talk to him in the past. So you're telling me he cared more about Annie than he did about Levi. And his only relationship with Annie was her teaching him how to fight and then killing his friends. Right. So my point to you is that's also incorrect. No, he hasn't. Oh no, he hasn't. He knew Annie for 3 years, and he was 12 at that point. Okay. My point to you is he definitely had a better bond with Lee than he did with Annie. His entire thing about making the right choice, not knowing how it will end up as well, was a philosophy that he learned from Levi. How are you going to come and claim to me that, yeah, he didn't talk to him into the past because he didn't give a shit about him or he didn't really care about him? Like, that's your argument right now. But my counter argument to that is the reason why he didn't meet Levi in the pads was because he knew he would be unable to wipe his memory and save it for 139. Because if he ended up meeting Levi in the pads in 131, Levi would have immediately known that he had that discussion. He wouldn't have had his memories wiped, right? Because augments cannot be manipulated by the founding titan. That's the very basis for their 100 execution inside the walls. They cannot be manipulated by the founding titan. So, Mikasa also never entered the paths in 131 with Eren. Because she wouldn't be able to have her memories wiped. So I'm telling you right now, when Mikasa, yeah, and Mikasa also remembered the previous timeline, yeah, and she remembered the previous timeline before Eren ever died, right? It was Eren's head ended up in lopped off shoulder, and she started. Yeah, she had no, because everyone else remembered after Eren died, as he intended, correct? So if Mikasa had truly been taken to the paths, and let's say for the sake of argument that Isayama suddenly does not give a shit about Ackerman canon, right? Let's just pretend he doesn't give a shit. Why did Mikasa not remember after Eren died and instead remembered prior to his death? You're right. Remember what happened, the pads visits. You said yourself, oh, Armin, do you remember when Eren came to visit us? That means that she was visited in 131. My point to you is she did not realize at all until a certain point, which was right before she killed him, right? When she had her little headaches when Ymir was looking into her mind, yada, whatever. I'm trying to tell you right now, that was a memory, not a dream. That was not a Pad's dream that went on for 4 years. That was a complete timeline with a different set of events. Eren never entered paths. He could never begin the rumbling. None of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? He makes it very clear in that timeline that, yeah, I didn't have the heart to go and sacrifice Historia, nor could I sacrifice all of humanity outside the walls. Therefore, why not spend my 4 years with you, Mikasa? His number one priority, according to you, he had already lived out that choice, choosing her over everyone else. He let go of all of his friends, he let go of Parody, he let go of his freedom for her. And he regretted it. The manga's events let us know he indeed regretted it. He even regretted to the point where he had Mikasa promise never to bring them up again. And Mikasa remembered, she herself brought that fact up. Yes, I know I promised I would never bring this up. As an Ackerman, that is impossible. That was time. You know what I'm saying, dear? Oh, or do you have a counterpoint, which, because I would love to hear it. No. She remembers the memory of asking him to run away. She remembers the memory of asking him to run away, and she also recalls promising never to bring it up again. What does that mean? That means that, yes, she could not remember what was going on in the manga's event. It wasn't that she wanted to hang out with Eren. Oh, look, it's Eren. Let's hang out in the past. I guess I'll pretend that he's not currently squashing billions, right? Right. So what was that about? I would like to hear your counter on those 2 points. Why Mikasa had a memory, and why she was able to recall making a promise to Eren. No, why? How does she have a memory inside of the pads that clearly never existed, according to you, because it was not real? And if she had a memory of that, but somehow couldn't remember the manga's events, if she had a memory of asking Eren to run away, if she had a memory of asking Eren to run away, but could not recount the manga's events at the same time, that would not be possible unless Eren was pressing her memories of the manga, which is canonically impossible. It's an Ackerman. So what was it about? No, I can put the panel actually. I figured you might say that. So no worries, no worries, no worries. I got you, no problem. Here we go. Look into debate talk. First panel is Mikasa remembering a memory. The second panel, which I'm putting, is Mikasa confirming yes, she did remember doing that. And she apologized for it, saying, I know I promised to bring this up. It was not Eren making that promise, it was Mikasa. So, counter that for me, please. This is definitive proof to you that this is an alternate timeline. Yes. Go ahead. I'll let you take as much time as you need to counter that point. So you're saying that she was projecting so hard to the point where she literally could not remember what the fuck was going on in the current events, and at the same time invented completely new memories. No, she didn't. She clearly didn't. What are you talking about? Show, no, go. I want you to run through. I would like to see. I want you to put a single panel from 138. Put a single panel where she confirms, yeah, I know that what's going on in the manga's timeline, or yeah, I know the rumbling is going on. Oh yeah, I know. I have to stop you, Eren. Anything at all. Even show me a hint, a hand motion that of her knowing that she would show me a single hint that she knows that the manga events are currently happening. Okay, so why doesn't she remember? That's not true. The okay. She didn't say that. She did not say that. She said I felt like and I can explain to you why she said that if you would like me to do that. I remember you reacted to a whole video of this explaining this, so the fact that you don't remember this is kind of crazy. Yeah, you know how every single time someone wakes up from a long dream, they're not sure where they are, they're not sure where they belong. Eren literally asks when he wakes up from Grisha's memories, where am I? Who am I? Yeah. So the sense of not belonging there it's happened before. The reason why Mikasa was crying in the cabin. Okay, listen. The reason why Mikasa was crying in the cabin is because she was remembering memories of a previous timeline. That is why she was crying because the current emotions that she was feeling in the manga were being projected into the memory that she was reliving of the cabin. The cabin was a timeline. It wasn't just some Pat's dream. That's my point. Because canonically, it's impossible for it to be a Pat's dream. Okay. Right. No. Check me out. Check this out. So this goes back to what I was telling you about why Eren did what he did, right? You can scroll up to the 39 panels that I put at the top of Debate Talk. You see how the little Bertold panel, the little Mikasa panel, and the panel of his own birth. He saw these panels when he kissed Historia's hand, right? And he claimed, and I'm going to tie this back to my point about Bertold, that he knew Bertold wasn't supposed to die yet. And that is why I went through the trouble of explaining to you why the cabin was the previous timeline, because right before he says, I just knew it wasn't Bertold's time to die. He said, the Founder's power has made it so there's no past or future. It all exists. I had to do it. Eren saw future memories that he knew he had to make happen in order to succeed. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why he was unable to combat feat in the manga was because... Sorry? You said something? Succeeded, yes, as in 100% rumbling. 100% rumbling. Every single soul outside the walls. That is what I'm saying. How is that different than 80%? About 20%, in my opinion. Right. So, okay. I mean, the difference is carpet bombs on parody, but that's like up for debate if you think. I don't know what you think about that. I mean, personally, when I sorry, hello. Yeah, no, I can hear you. Continue. Yes, I can hear you. In my no, I'm sorry, that was a bit funny. In my opinion, okay, let me just give you an example, right? Let's say, for example, I had 100 enemies, right? And I killed 80 of them. What would the 20 others do? As opposed to me killing all 100 enemies. No, but I have no guns if Mikasa lopped my head off and the Titan Curse doesn't exist anymore. Well, temporarily, of course, until final panel. So we know once again that Eren already has no. They have no Titans. That is absolutely not true. The whole point of the 50-year plan. Sorry. The whole point of the 50-year plan, Beluga, was to catch parity up to that point. The thing was they're gonna destroy the global alliance to try to like set back the rest of the world while they grew to that point. But they still needed 50 years to get there. You understand what I'm saying? So if 20% of the world is left, okay, so 20. Let's just say more 20 around that 50-year time frame. Let's say even 70 years pass, right? Somewhere among those 20%, are we in agreement that among those 20% there had to be a civilization which didn't get destroyed? In the 20% of the world where Eren, the 20% of the world that Eren did not wipe out, can we agree there were still enemies that might have been motivated to destroy parity because of it? What? What? Who's we? American? I'm not American, first of all, but second, America has a nuclear deterrent and it has the biggest military in the entire planet. The 50-year plan. Yeah, I'm glad. You know what's crazy? I'm glad that you're acting all like, oh, whoopsie doo, considering 50 parody needed 50 years to even get to that point. So regardless of them destroying the world, or Eren destroying 80%, or destroying the global to catch up to the rest of the world in technological advancements, that was the very core of the 50-year plan. What is making sense? 20% of the world still exists. Okay, but you're saying Marley is their only enemy. You know, Marley is quoted to be have the best treatment of Eldians in the entire world. So, what does it matter what Marley thinks or how much of Marley is still left? Marley itself didn't even get fully wiped out. Listen, I'm out of. I'm just a little disappointed that this is the points that you're making now. Anyway, the AOE stuff, because somehow you sidetracked me into doing ending debates. Parity is not the most powerful military in the world. Where did you get this information? Anyone who exists in that 20%, they were 50 years ahead of them. Okay, I want you to. The global allied fleet was the combination. Yes. I'm aware. The most powerful countries, their military force were decimated by Eren's rumbling. Correct. Right. But that does not suddenly mean that Perry is the craziest military when we don't even know what happened for the rest of the other 20%. That's why I was willing to grant you. No, he never ended up destroying that facility. That's not true. What do you mean? Well, come on, he died before he got to that point. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Can we please get back to the actual debate? I'm telling you right now. I want to go back. No, can you go back to the AOE part of this debate? Yes. Right. He said he already succeeded in the manga. Did you say Eren succeeded in the manga? No. I'm not upset. I'm taking it all in. Um. Okay. So you think that AOE 1 happened because Eren has already succeeded, therefore he has no reason to do any of these timeline shits, right? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean that's right. But it didn't though, did it? Because Eren never succeeded. Eren never succeeded. He made it pretty clear. He made it pretty clear. Did he though? I mean, he was moving forward. Did he summon the Titans on his back? Did he fight against his? I don't remember him using his power for anything. He didn't do anything. He just went to sleep and died. That's what happened, Aaron. He didn't even the Titan curse. He didn't save Parody. His friends. No. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let me grant you that Aaron won, right? Let's pretend Aaron won, okay? Let's pretend, because your initial point was, oh, Aaron wants freedom. By doing 80% rumbling, did he achieve freedom, in your opinion? Okay, but what does that have to do with anything? What I just said, that has nothing to do with what I just said. In your opinion, I never brought up America, bro. Please stop bringing up America. Oh, did Aaron win when he failed at completing the rumbling? Parody wasn't. Parody only militarized because they were afraid of retaliation. That's what his story said in her letters. So, what are you talking about? I said Parody militarized and rose up against fear because they were afraid of retaliation. So how were they free? Aren't they in the exact same position? No, but aren't they in the exact same position? Okay, look, I'm not like America and this and that. If Aaron completed the rumbling, the price. Sorry? What are you saying? The flood. You're talking about the flood that God brought and wiped us out, right? There's no way you're talking about the Bible right now. Okay. You know what? I'll humor you. No. Fine. Whatever. That's fine. I believe in the flood. Go ahead. Yes. Sure. Okay. The world will only get smaller. Right. I quoted it for you. Right. No. I was just quoting her for you. I said I quoted Hitomi for you. Right. Okay, but Aaron's goal was never to end conflict. His goal was end the cycle of revenge born from hate. What? How will that not happen? How will that not happen? No. How will that not happen? All of his enemies are dead. Who will seek revenge? Oh God. You realize when the Great Titan. You realize when the Great Titan War, there were multiple other nations.
Okay,
There were not.
guys,
There were non-Eldians existing.
guys,
when
I
the
think you
Great
should
Titan
move
War.
on to a different point. You guys are going in circles.
Check it. Dank, I'm trying to move on. I don't know what he's talking about.
alright,
Now he's talking about the flood and like Moses and something about. Okay, no, but I can't. Okay. Okay, that's great and all, but like Aaron's goal was never to end conflict. I don't understand why I have to reiterate this to you. He wanted to end the cycle of revenge born from hate. Great war, which has nothing to do with the cycle of revenge. Those were politics. Those were inner politics between the Eldians. That only those because King Fritz, when Karl Fritz, the first king of the walls, inside, and that existed in a time where other nations exist. Where now currently there will be buried in the ground at a point and been trampled, and that Aaron was trying to achieve. He was not trying to achieve, oh, Jesus and end conflict or like, oh, it will never be another terrible thing to happen in the world. It mean jack shit in relation to the realm. And when did we ever think that Kiyomi was the face of morality? I believe after 100% rumbling, there is very possible time in the future. I believe that after a one rumbling, sure, some point in the future, maybe the Eldians will fight with each other or there will be political disputes. Fine, that. But to say that they would get carpet bombed or kill themselves, big that wipes them out. Right? That's what you're trying to say. So you're saying that basically this is all kind of like a roundabout way for you to say that parody was almost it would have happened anyway in that 100% rumbling of the existence of conflict. So how is that any different in letting the rest of the world live? Will the rest of the world not fight each other?
I'll just try to this point because you guys are going into what Zahid's trying to say is that it's not whether or not they're carpets the reason behind it. If they fall into civil war, own freedom to choose to fight each other. If they're invaded, that's different because they're being invaded. There's a difference between peace and freedom. Freedom. I mean that's what the
That has nothing to do with anything.
But it.
Oh God. Okay, next point. Can we move to the next point because okay, fine. I can't answer your question. It's so stupid that I can't even form the words. Can we please move on to the next point? Okay, please go ahead. Hit me with your question once again, like the third, fourth time. What was it again? I believe that okay, this is just politics at this point, but the most powerful superpower the more powerful military superpower in the world, right? It has the most number of nukes. You know, it has nuclear deterrence, so it has a very, very large economy, so they can fund all of their projects. They spend over 600 billion, almost 700 billion. I don't know, I forgot the exact number on their military on a yearly basis. Okay, so what you're saying is because those things exist, parody could destroy the global alliance and then end up just being free, right? Because who cares if like down the line they fight back? We're at this current moment. Yes, America is free. Yes, America is free. But this has nothing to do with anything. You realize? Well, actually, I take that back. America is directly free because they're kind of like, it's kind of like the Cold War situation where it's not so much that their free opponents are not willing to pull the trigger because of second strike capabilities. You can't be the first one to launch the nuke. You know what? Matter of fact, chicken. No, hold on. I can even round that back and to tell you why the rumbling should happen. Second strike capability. So your point about America doesn't make any fucking sense because they have to complete the rumbling. Otherwise, one day down the line, there will be a retaliation. So, can we please move to the next point?
Yeah, can we keep it related to OT?
Look, are you even here to debate about AoE anymore? Okay. I don't care if you believe it. No, that's your own personal belief. Right now, there have been changes made in the anime. There are pieces of evidence within the manga that point to an anime original ending. That is why I'm here to debate. Do you understand me? You say don't believe it. The results hasn't happened. How can I possibly talk about the results when they haven't happened?
I'll give you another point.
Moderate this debate, Dank.
Right,
I don't know.
Falco's line, right? What do you guys think of that?
Oh yeah, no, you win that point. That's yours. You got that. Look,
Right.
next point.
Next point. Falco's line. You two debate.
Continue, please. Let him moderate. No, please, just let my man talk. Continue.
Don't worry about Sid. Falco's line. You guys debate. What do you guys think about it?
Oh yeah, I don't know why you thought that the Falco line was also said in the manga. You know, the original memory about him wasn't I flying around with the sword. It's complete. Yeah, that's an anime original edition. And do you remember how I told you that the 130 shards were future anime memories, right? Right. So do you think it's a coincidence that a future anime memory had a completely anime original memory placed onto Falco? Respond. Red herring, Easter egg, right? Okay, how? How? Literally how? No, how did he get the memory? You realize if he had the memory, it had to have happened in the past. And do you realize if it happened in the past, you're granting that. Do you understand me? Yes. Yes. You just told me that it's a memory. If it's a memory, it happened in the past.
All right. I'll just say this right now. I'll restate I'll say the line that he said. I was flying around with swords in my hands, killing titans. That's the line. So people have a misunderstanding flying around as a bird.
He directly says that. He says with a sword. A sword. He doesn't say flying around with blah, blah, blah. He had a sword. That's impossible for him as a titan. Do you understand me? No, he didn't. He was a fucking titan. He had claws. I don't know, a bird beak, something. But my point to you is, how did he have that? No, where did he get that memory? Well, why instead of the past, why can't you just grant that it was Eren? Okay, but Eren has a memory at that exact moment, so could it? It could have been anybody? Okay, I want you to look at debate talk. I want you to look in debate talk. Do you see this panel right here? Is that not a memory of Eren's? Okay, so why if you believe that this is a future anime memory, and then a completely anime original memory was placed in that moment, is it not possible that Eren was the one who sent Falco that memory? And even if that was memory of Falco's, let's how? Through the bird, right? But this memory shard is through the eyes of a bird. I don't believe that Eren was floating around looking down on Falco. Do you? Okay, so he's revising his original work in the anime as well because he completely changed his 130 shards. He completely revised his anime shards of 130, right? So what purpose does that serve of him revising 139? So you're telling me that either they're completely retconning 139, which is still an anime original ending in that case, or because the 130 shards correlate with 139. I proved it to you. I showed you shards in 139 that correlate with what Aaron saw. Because we don't see his Aaron kiss Historia's hands. We don't see memories pop up after he kissed Historia's hands. We have no idea what the hell he saw when he kissed Historia's hands when he did it in the anime. In the anime onlys, and you have to also think about this from a casual perspective, would it not be easier to show the casual audience that he saw from Historia's hands by first showing them the animation of him doing it? Right? Instead, all we saw was him floating in the clouds and then recalling past memories. Why did that happen if it's just Isayama revising his ending? Or revising his story when clearly those point to the ending? Even if you grant he's just slightly revising his ending, that's still an original ending, isn't it? Right. Okay, so basically, okay, so you're saying Aaron will still be killed. Aaron will still be killed by Mikasa. The Titan curse will still end for a little bit until it doesn't end anymore, and Parody will still get carpet bombed. That's what you're trying to say. Oh, okay. So this is just about Mappa. But did I not prove in my video that Isayama himself was the one reviewing all the storyboards? So clearly these changes had to be. So how can you say that Mappa doesn't have the balls to do it when it's Isayama's will? TV appropriate. So how was carpet bombing not appropriate? The genocide of billions is suddenly up. What? Okay, but you haven't even answered what Deng's question was. You said that it's just like a random revision, but why? And where did Falco get that memory? Okay, so you're granting that Aaron can move his memories through birds. So what? How is it a huge stretch to say that he can move it through time? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I mean, he probably just I don't know. He used the bird's eyes to look down on Falco. Third one. Continue. No, I know what you mean. Continue. Right, right. Mm-hmm. Okay, look, I'm not talking about the little quality life changes. I'm talking about something that'll be crucial to the ending of the story. The 130 shards. The reason why Aaron did everything that he did. Why would they change that in the anime? Okay, but that country made the anime thing. Whole, I will destroy the animated for the anime. Right. And also, I'm really happy that you finally accept that can move memories through birds. Okay, talk and tell me what this panel is. Do you see it? Yeah, you see it. What is this panel? Why is that bird there, in your opinion? Sorry? Hello? the birds. So what do you think? Of that's complete. Why would he go send his stupid bird over there? Why would he need to send a bird? No, it's at the cabin. I just put a memory. Do you not see this cabin memory with a bird hanging up? I'll put it again in the chest so you see it. It's right here. It's a big bird. Why does he need to send this bird in the Paz realm? Oh, so you're saying it's just random symbolism. So okay, so why is it random symbolism right here, but it's not random symbolism when Falco gets the anime original memory? No. Yeah, and yeah, the first episode, and I granted to you that they were sending memories, but you said they weren't. Sorry? You're saying this was not memory. Okay. But that has nothing to do with the bird being there. I mean, I don't know. What are you even saying right now? It's symbolism. So when? Yeah, but we saw those in the 130 shards. We saw that exact. Remember when I told you 130 in the manga was a shard of future anime memories? Yeah, no, but Aaron himself saw those birds. The first few frames of the anime, you see those two birds in his eyeball to let you know, yeah, Aaron saw those birds. So what are you trying to say? Okay, but my point is, but they haven't appeared in any memory related without actually having significance. The Falco memory, anime original. The 138 cabin for one of the manga when Aaron woke up, right? I'm telling you that bird was there to capture the memory because it was a timeline. Why Aaron? He woke up in chapter 1 of the manga. He saw a timeline. How could he have seen that? And then we see there was in fact a bird there capturing the memory. So how are you going to say it's symbolism? Chapter. I'm telling you. Yeah. Why would he see it in one if it had absolutely no use? It was just a fake Paz memory on the spot. Why would he need to capture that memory and send it to his chapter 1 self? Okay, look in debate talk. Do you see that right there? See the little eye shard? Aaron, in fact, did see it. Okay, so if you've seen this show, you'll be able to admit to me that the 130 shards were anime memories, meaning there are in fact timelines. Even if let's pretend you don't give a shit about the cabinet, it's all just some random bullshit dream to you. You can't disprove the 130 shards without admitting that there are different timelines. Revised? What is Annie laughing half everything different memories?
Okay, I'll just interject right here. I'll just interject. If you talk about shards and timelines, you might want to discuss the AU shards and Nerd Armin that were shown in the anime.
Yeah, those were shown among alternate timeline memories. Yo, someone in the can you put the school shard, the Falco Titan shard, and the Sauna? No, the Sauna and Falco's Titan was not shown in the manga, but what he's saying is there are alternate timelines in manga.
I'm talking about like those shards are not from the story, but
Okay, but He says that right before Aaron changes the past, which is hilarious. And he later admits in the conversation afterwards, if the Attack Titan truly has the power to transcend time and influence the past, from his words, he says those things. The Attack Titan can alter. What does that mean to you? Just speaking about symbolism? Oh, by the way, easy. I wanted the Sauna shard, which I got. I want the Falco Titan shard, and I want the school shards. Yeah. Yes,
But
yes,
why would they
exactly.
show?
That's what we're trying to say to you. Timelines are real. Okay. Okay, you know what? Even if you grant, okay, let's pretend for the sake of your argument that yeah, the sauna is an Easter egg, the school all an Easter egg, right? It's all just well and good. It's reference to a magazine, it's reference to his little like end of chapter bullshit, right? What is this Falco flying over Fort Salta? Aaron never saw this happen. This in the manga panel. So why is it shown here? Among past memories. Oh no! Hold on, pause. Are you asking me why I'm serious that the ending of the manga was shown among past memories? Yes, I'm serious. No. I don't want you to sidetrack. Just that shard, the thing flying over Fort Salta, the battle of heaven and earth, shown among past memories. Why? Go ahead. Because of the no, in both. No. He did not see that when he kissed his story. What are you talking about? He said he didn't know what would happen. He 139. He did not know what would happen. He didn't see it. He did not see it at all during the manga. He saw it in the anime. He saw it in his past memory in the anime. I'm telling you that Eren has past memories of the manga finale. What does that mean in your opinion? If he has a past memory of it in the anime, what does that mean? Just for like simple terms, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? What? How will you compare Annie letting out a laugh to Eren seeing the final moment of his story? Sight? I didn't read in the manga. It's not a big panel in the manga. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. I do believe he'll do it in the anime. What are you trying to prove? This whole debate is about anime original ending. Anime. Right. Okay, so what you're saying is Eren seeing the finale of the manga means absolutely nothing and can be comparable to Annie letting out a laugh. Right? Well, no, why would he not see it? He hadn't been that point yet. What do you mean? Yeah, it is considered that. You can see the claws on his wings. You can also see the little big on top. Yeah. Why are you debating AOB if you haven't seen the anime? So you're saying you have absolutely no knowledge of the changes happening, yet you still have the gall to debate whether or not the anime will have a different ending. No, you don't. You don't even know about the shard. You don't even know what changed. So how are you going to come over here and debate the anime ending with us when you don't even know what's happening? You don't even think that this Falco shard is a real thing. Do you see what Zook put in the chat? Those claws? Birds don't have hands, dude. I don't know if there's like a revelation to you. Okay, so you have Falco's Titan and you agree that's Fort Salta in front of him, correct? And you also know that these were shown among past memories. And that's definitely Falco's Titan. So what does that mean to you? Like, what does that mean to you that it's shown past memories? what else is there to say? It's just the anime is in the future, and the fucking manga is in the past. That's what it means to say. No, he doesn't. What? When chapter 120 was written by Isayama, did you see his story anywhere he saw in her hand? We don't. You know, break of argument? Sure, when he kissed his story his hand. I'm gonna go to 120. I'm gonna take a look at the panels that we saw. Nothing on this panel that happened, and they're telling me that all he saw when he kissed his story his hands were past memories. So how is Aaron gonna claim he saw the future? He sees Reiner in training. He sees Annie during training. He sees Historia in 30. He sees Freda combing her hair. He sees Mikasa with her scarf in the tree. He sees Levi Squad. What does this have to do with the future? Well, he saw ice cream? He didn't see shit about ice cream. It's a past memory. This is a past memory. Look, this exact same panel where he sees the past memories, in the anime, he saw Falco's tag going towards Fort Salsa. How can you deny this? How can you brush it off as, like, really? It's the ending of the story, Beluga. It's not an emotion from a character. It's the ending of the entire story. The most critical junction of the entire thing. Shown among past memories. He sees a titan flying. Right. No. You're not getting what I'm telling you. He saw Falco's bird titan in the end of the story. And in those shards in the anime were POV shards. They're not like 130 where it was just like captures of the anime. It was POV shards. It means Eren himself was looking at Falco flying by. That means it happened at the